it's a misconception for people that's in wheelchairs, they got disabilities, because everybody think they somebody parts don't work, they can't work with it, they can't do nothing. But no, I think it's wrong. I'm just an emotional person, and I be feeling sorry for everybody. And I know everybody don't want me to feel sorry for them because they always say that they don't want no help or nothing like that. Listen, I was in crutches for weeks, and I feel like I was handicapped, and that's sorry on my part with my foot.
Right, right.
Roll
I
with
don't
us.
want you right now.
Yeah. What? And I ate spicy gel cake instead. But I'm nervous. She did not put this on me. I don't got my eyebrows on it. And this is our first day to do the real one.
Just got eyebrows.
I know I don't got no eyebrows. I know. And he talking about I ain't got no eyebrows. You hear him? You ain't got no eyebrows.
Yo, 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 what's good? Will Tribe and the whole Will Nation. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast that's proven life on wheels is more than just a ride. It's Nique and your favorite. It's Nique, your favorite host, rolling in hot and ready to drop some true bombs and good vibes.
Girl, I ain't got the script on. Y'all, this is me, the co-host. And
Just keep rolling. You good?
y'all, it's me, the co-host of the podcast. I'll be hanging with y'all from time to time, bringing y'all guests, getting to know y'all. Sorry, that's one of my kids in the bed. I'm married with 6 kids, and that's me. I hope y'all get to know me.
Why he's too cute?
Yep,
Shit
that's
for
Mish
ass
right there,
down,
you
bro.
guys.
Why did you do
That's
that?
her household is always a bunch of fun.
Why did you do that?
And her husband is commentating in the background, by the way, as well too. So, welcome to the podcast, you guys. Back for episode 2. Last time we kicked things off with a bit of an introductory chats, and the feedback has been amazing. You guys are showing up, and we are here for it. Meesha was not able to be here with us last time, but she's here now. Everybody, she's not sick or anything, but she's back. We had a little technical difficulties when it came to running our cameras in different states and at different time zones. But we got together and yeah. So we're
What's
gonna
the
get
first
ready.
topic, Nick? What we talking about?
Okay, so the main topic is Beyond the Wheelchair: Love, Life, and Lemon Drops.
So, you want to tell them what a lemon drop is?
You can make your screen brother.
I think the baby did that.
So people can see you.
Uh, I'm not that black that they can't see me. You the one who's black.
That's my headphone.
What you say again, Nick? Sorry.
The main topic is Beyond the Wheelchair: Love, Life, and Lemon Drops. What you think about that?
So first you gotta tell them what your definition of lemon drops is, because my lemon drops is tequila. So what's y'all thing about lemon drops? I could tell you. Okay, so you can explain the lemon drops part on your end, but love and life, I feel like with love, I feel like you don't find it till you really find it. And it's gray areas sometimes. But listen, it took me till I was maybe 31 or whatever to understand it and find it. I was a little bit younger than that to understand and what I wanted out of love. And this, of course, when I found my husband, and we've been together since then. But my thing is relationships. It takes two. I really to understand what a relationship is, because a lot of people think, "Oh, we friends with benefits." So a lot of the women think you ain't supposed to mess with nobody. Niggas think you ain't supposed to mess with nobody, or excuse me, inverse, then you ain't supposed to mess with nobody, but it ain't dead. And so y'all have an agreement on what's going on. Um, with life, I feel like if you single, be a free spirit and do what you do, protect yourself. But that's about it. And it's spreading because when we was going over lemon drops, what's your and I'm just trying to be authentic with my everyday life. What is y'all definition when it comes to when you say lemon drop?
Well, lemon drops to me, the definition is basically something that happens that can be sweet and sour at the same time. And because so many times, especially in media, when people see a person in a wheelchair, they see a limitation. They see a story that's solely about struggle. And while challenges are part of life for everyone, they are not the defining parts of our lives. We are so much more than our mobility devices. We have careers, passion, dreams,
Yeah.
relationships, and yes, we love good lemon drop. So with we're going to be highlighting the multifaceted lives of people who use wheelchairs where we're talking about the joys, the everyday experiences, the triumphs, and yes, sometimes the frustrations, but always from the perspective that we are living full, rich lives. It's about seeing the person first and the chair as a tool that facilitates that life.
You can't keep up with me though, nigga.
So let's start with the big one, love. Misha,
Uh-oh.
from your perspective, being an able-bodied person, what are some common perceptions or maybe even misconceptions you've encountered or have been others of or relationships and
Got a
people who
dope on
use
to make you fall
wheelchairs?
down, nigga.
Well, I have experienced multiple. I mean, I guess it's different with your grandparent. My mom, got sick a long time ago and her health was going down, so she couldn't really pick up my, grandma or anything like this. So at the time, just exposed my truth is me and my girlfriend at the time, which my husband know I was in a gay relationship for some years, but we used to go pick her up. And let me tell you, those wheelchairs, especially the electric ones, is not easy. But seeing a person like that not able to kind of help themselves in so much or whatever, it's kind of hard. Grandma and my papa had to get the same leg cut off but different years. It was
Yeah.
crazy because my grandpa died of breast cancer and she had a stroke a couple of times, so she was kind of handicapped. So it's hard seeing people that like that or whatever. Honestly, I could tell you I couldn't deal with it because I mean, I guess that was my grandma. I can't deal with it. I'm so emotional when I hear about it, when I see about it, when I anything I'm so emotional and I do want to know the story, but then I think to myself, you being emotional, but what are you doing about it? And a lot of people don't do anything about it to help those people. That's my take on
So
it.
how d- so how do you feel about it in a way of relationship, romantic relationship, intimate relationships?
Girl, it's somebody for everybody. What you mean?
Let's go, nigga.
If ain't nobody watched 600-Pound Life, then they know. When I seen that girl had to get on where we put our bags on to just roll to the room, it's somebody for everybody. And he made her that whole damn pot of spaghetti and he gave the kids 6 noodles. It's somebody for everybody. They had 6 noodles on their
Give
plate.
me that shit, nigga.
It's
So
somebody
you
for everybody.
so you would say that you haven't came across any misconceptions or okay.
I'm just an emotional person for people that's trying. I think that's what I say. But other other
So
than that,
so you think there's a misconception with people in wheelchairs when it comes to relationship and dating?
yes. And I'm glad that TLC got those, um, you know, those segments and those storytellers and those series because just like, the little people that is I would say dwarfism because I don't know the proper term when they have the little arms and everything. They live life by themselves every day and have kids. Look up the thing of Little Women of LA and stuff. They live life. Like stop putting no, it's people like me that's walking around here that can't even get no nigga or no N word. Sorry for everybody, but can't even get nobody. So yeah, people just read people wrong, but it's somebody for everybody. So yes, it's a misconception for people that's in wheelchairs, they got disabilities, because everybody think they somebody parts don't work, they can't work with it, they can't do nothing. But no, I think it's wrong. I'm just an emotional person. I be
Mhm.
feeling sorry for everybody, and I know everybody don't want me to feel sorry for them because they always say that they don't want no help or nothing like that. But listen, I was in crutches for weeks, and I feel like I was handicapped, and that's sorry on my part
I
with
used
my
to feel.
foot.
Right, right. And I also think that sometimes people can be hesitant to even approach someone in a wheelchair romantically out of fear of saying the wrong thing or being like, lack of understanding of the situation. There's also a tendency for
Come on,
some to see people with
let's get it, bro.
disabilities
I'm about
as
to blow these niggas off,
asexual
bro.
or as someone who needs to be cared for rather than equal partner. It's like the focus becomes entirely on the disability and person's
Yeah,
desires and capacity for connections get overlooked. And this is like so frustrating because
my man
it's
can't even keep up with
because
me.
like let's be real. Sure, I got needs, desires, and libido just like anybody else.
Hmm.
Um, truthfully, my wheelchair doesn't diminish that one bit. In fact, sometimes it can even add a unique dynamic to intimacy. The focus shifts to different types of touch, different positions, and a heightened sense of communication and exploration. It's about being creative and adaptive, which honestly, um, we're already pretty good at with our daily lives. So, and I could imagine that for some, the initial courtship might feel a bit different. How do you navigate that initial spark? Is it about bringing up the wheelchair early on or letting it unfold naturally?
I feel like
Like, do you feel like a person should disclose I'm in a wheelchair before the person meets them, or do you think they should wait until they meet them and they see them themselves?
it should feel like it should be a conversation of accountability. So when I say accountability, this is what I mean. I feel like the person that is disabled, because everybody's not in a wheelchair, person that's disabled, just say, when y'all meet each other, y'all have a couple, conversations and things like that. And that's when you just say, like, hey, you know, you've been a good friend to me, and I would just put the friend word out there just in case they may still want to be your friend. You can always be soft spoken and just say, I still want to be friends. We can still chat. I didn't want to leave you on anything, but I do really like you. But this is my situation, and it's okay if you don't want to take on my situation. It's okay if you don't want to like me like that, but we can still be cool. I still can talk on the phone. I still can come see you. I still can be your wing woman or wing man. If you know
Right.
what I'm saying, you need to meet somebody, it's okay. My thing is people with disabilities gotta get comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Understand that everybody ain't gonna shit, I've been turned down 1,000 times, believe it or not. Like, yeah. And I think I'm the finest thing on earth, but no. Boo boo, snap back into it. Hell no, you're not. So it's you never know. So just have that accountability of, just stating that. And y'all can still be friends. We can still talk. We can, you can still come see me. It's nothing wrong with it. it's so nothing wrong with it, and that's how I feel.
Yeah, and I kinda experienced, that growing up, like, coming into my teenage years, how to, like, try to, like, talk to guys.
Mhm.
I feel like for younger people, it's a little bit harder because you know how the high school streets be treating us. You
Mhm.
know, they don't be checking for us like that when we be in high school, so but I have been turned down. Mostly that was when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Now it's a different story since I'm grown.
Girl, you got you a black book.
For me, it's about being open and authentic now. If
Mhm.
I'm meeting someone new and we hit it off, I'm not going to hide the fact that I use a wheelchair. It's part of my reality. It might be something that comes up in a conversation naturally, or if there's a particular activity we're planning, I might mention it to ensure accessibility. But the goal is always to see if there's a genuine connection, a shared sense of humor, and a mutual respect.
Yes.
The wheelchair is just there. It's not the main character.
People be more interested in was you done?
Yeah,
I know
yeah, I was
you.
done. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I think people be more interested in they always feel like what body parts can work. Can you have kids? Can you
Right.
what do you know what I'm saying? It's so uncomfortable for I think well for me, it's
Mhm.
uncomfortable. I'm looking real light skin right now. It's
'Cause you
so
light skin.
uncomfortable for me to even ask and to wonder and everything, what's up? So I just let it I kinda like go with the flow, what you tell me because I know you've been through it however long. That's what you to disclose, not me.
Right.
But it's like, I always say this, like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? I wanna know what you know what I'm saying? Because I will be distraught right now in my age or whatever and be like that because Imma get all my importance from you, like, you know what I'm saying? So, it is definitely intriguing and trying to understand it, you know what I'm saying, everything. I mean, I always tell you I'm proud of you and everything for, what you doing and everything, but I think people don't understand. I think they really wanna know
Yeah.
what before I date you, what can
Mhm.
go on with the body because dudes is dudes. Y'all said the N word if I'm
We
sorry.
we we get those questions straight
You
out the
know,
bat. Yeah.
dudes is dudes. Like, from the big, the front, the side, the side. Like, what do I do? Dudes is dudes. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be pleasure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's really, dudes think from the bottom, not the top. And I think that's what it be when it's approachable. What how can we have a romantic relationship or can I have a kid with you? Things like that. I think that'd be more so that. I don't think it's the wheelchair. I really don't.
You really don't. I don't know. I think it goes back to I don't think they think too much about the wheelchair either, but I think they think about what people might say about them dating a person in a wheelchair. Like
Mm,
what
yeah,
he with her for, what she with him for. They must be using him for their check. You know how to talk he is.
sh- but that
You
that's
know?
but it's not even people that's in wheelchair. Look at people that hold on really like my nose. I don't even know that again. But it's people that look at it's like 70-year-olds or 26-year-olds, and they be
Yeah.
like, "What are y'all doing?"
Right.
So they get looked at too,
Right.
but they in love. Everybody finds somebody.
Right. But I think that's what it comes to when it comes to men dating someone. And then
Yeah,
and then I think they find it's easier for a man in a wheelchair to find a woman that's able bodied than a girl in a wheelchair or a woman in a wheelchair
exactly.
trying to find a male to date.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, 'cause you got I mean, even if they old, and I'm gonna say 70 plus, even if they old, you see black young women, younger than me, younger than you, they like, we don't go. Like, he attractive. If everything still work, I'm down. How would they make it work? They gotta bounce and swirl around it and spin on it like Trina said.
I don't know. For me, he gotta have all his teeth. We can't have no dentures, okay?
I mean, they could possibly we might have veneers.
I
No,
mean, if he got veneers, I mean, as long as they don't come out, we good.
listen, that might be the best, you know, down you ever had. That might be the
Mm.
best down you ever had.
Yeah.
And that's how I put it like that or whatever. I'm trying to keep it clean. But yeah, so I don't know. I just think people are mean. People are not educated. And it's a lot of our black people that's not educated. And I can say the black community is not educated with nothing so far. We
Right.
listen to when people politic, we listen to the politicians and everything. We don't educate ourselves or whatever. And I think we should educate
Mm.
ourselves and just ask questions and know in a way to ask questions to not hurt people's feelings.
Right.
Listen, I went and dropped my son off at school and had a do-rag on, and they was like, "Oh, was that your dad? Was that Wes?" And then when you told me I look like a dude with the beanie on, that just triggered me kinda because I'm just like, "What?" Like, so you see what I'm saying? People
Right.
are rude.
Yeah.
Kids don't got no filter.
Mm.
Obviously, you ain't got one either.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I blame it on the Aquarius to me though.
You can't blame that on because when you got born. Your mom can't help when you got born.
Yes, you could. I was born actually 2 months early, so I played the
How is she?
field.
Is she gonna tell the doctors,
for
hold
for
her in there.
yep, hold her in
She's
there
staying in there.
2 more
No,
months.
me. I
Hold
was
it.
like, that triggered me, but I didn't get mad because I'm trying to, you know, be somewhere with
But that was
Jesus.
a
I'm
whole
trying.
yesterday though. That was yesterday, not today. I was at work today.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, so we turned off on some milk. But back to the
Look at me.
back to the okay. So, what about friendships? So I feel sometimes, even in friendships, there can be a subtle boundary where people might feel like they're being an ally by doing things for someone rather than with them. So I would say that's like unsolicited help, you know?
Break
Don't,
it down. You gotta break it down for our people in the back. So,
okay.
bitch,
So don't get me wrong. I appreciate a good Samaritan being there, being there's a fine line between helping and helpful and babying me. But sometimes I just want to grab a coffee with a friend, and they already be reaching for the door handles, or trying to push me up a ramp, and I don't need help. So it's about allowing people their independence and their agency. Our friendships are built on shared interests and mutual enjoyments, not on me needing consistent assistance. I'm not friends because you can do something for me and I need it done. I want to be friends with you. I want you to be friends with me because we enjoy watching the same TV shows. We watch the same baddest episodes or something. Like I want to be that friend. I don't want you to be my friend because you tall and you can reach the top shelf.
or feel sorry for you or enable you.
Yeah, I never enable me. Like if you know I can do something on my own, and I'm like, can you do that? And I can do it on my own. I was like, now you know you can do that, Uniqua. Like just tell me. So yeah, I think it's about recognizing that a person in a wheelchair has their own skills, their own abilities, and their own preference, and that extends well into careers and finances too. We're not just looking for handouts or pity jobs. I've got skills. I've got ambition. just like anyone else. I went to college one time for a bachelor, went back to college, got 2 associates at the same time, went back to
That's it.
college, got my master's,
Clock it.
and I have my own job. I have my own vehicle, paid off vehicle at that.
That's it.
I'm out here making it do what it do. Just got back from a trip from Dallas, Texas. So I
That's it.
mean,
Without a man.
I don't. Yep, without a man, and I'm single at that. Single and ready to mingle. Ooh, ooh.
Hello.
Anyway, but I'm not letting none of that stop me. I don't want you to let me work here because I'm in a wheelchair. No, my what is it? My resume speaks for itself. Okay, and I'm an author of 4 books, self-published, and I have published with a publishing company before, but I'm a self-published person now. So my financial goals are my own. My career aspirations are my own. My wheelchair does not dictate my earning potential or my drive. Period.
Period, boo. But now I'm proud of you for that, and I feel like, and that's why I told you, and definitely, I mean, you already are an advocate for that, but you can start an organization with awareness of, and it's organizations like that, but awareness of people like me being aware and how important of it, even if you donate $2, $5 for people to get, these wheelchairs or these beds or whatever. Because when I did work for Humana or United Healthcare, you they are expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It plays a part with insurance and stuff. But if we got some type of foundation that can donate
Mhm.
and try to help
Mhm.
that have that insurance can't cover, then I'm glad I'm so mad that I got on this ugly hoodie. But and we can do something about it or just be a voice of it or
Right.
whatever. Also, with that being said, like I said, it's just awareness.
Right.
They need to stop thinking people is so helpless and understand, I think, the story of people. Shoot, I don't feel like I'm handicapped, but I feel like I handicap my kids. I feel like with my flaws, I handicap myself, you know,
Mhm.
with me not having, no makeup on, eyebrows, things like that. I mean, yeah, this is my real crown, but it don't, you know what I'm saying? It don't fit well with me. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, a lot of people, handicap is a word that's in depth of with everybody because everybody has a handicap and they just don't know it. That's just like with the Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj's, they're handicapped. They didn't like their body, so they keep getting them done. Keep getting them done. You know, they inject in their face, everything. And it's no thing to them, but it's like that's their handicap to their self. That's what they don't like. That's what they want to fix. Or whatever, that's what they doing. So they gotta keep going back. Hold on, I'm plugging up his laptop. Raising kids is so ghetto, y'all. But yeah, that's what I have a take on it.
Yeah. And another thing I feel like we as African Americans, we don't tell each other about the things we know that can help our fellow brother and sister with a disability.
Mm,
It's a lot of organizations out there, nonprofits that will help you get beds, will help you pay for school, at least your first 4 years of school. They will pay for your books and everything. They will
mhm,
pay to get your driver's license. They will pay like if you're in a wheelchair and you need special equipment to drive, they pay for all of that. But
mhm,
it's about getting out there and being able and to tell people what's out there for them.
mhm,
A lot of people don't know. Like a lot of people do not know that it's agencies out there that help you build ramps for your home. It'll help you wind doors for your home so you can be able to live independent, you know?
Yeah,
So
and
I
it's
think
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead. But I just think we just need to be social with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
And tell each other about stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah. Um, I think the world is now
Mhm.
going through so many hateful crimes, and it's not even the shootings. It's the beating up. It's the jumping. It's the, everything. We don't, as Black people and as colored people, I'm gonna just say colored people because it's Hispanics, it
Mhm.
don't matter. People as color, we don't even understand each other, you
Right.
know?
Right.
We just got people hating us for no reason, and we want to fight back with protests, and then more of our people is going. I think we don't understand nothing we going through as people,
Right.
whether it's a wheelchair or anything. We don't understand people,
Yeah.
and it's really messed up. I think it's not even people with disability. I think it's us as Black people that don't give a damn. And Imma
Right.
just say that, and a lot of people don't give a damn. "Oh, well, I didn't do that to him. I didn't make him like that. I didn't shoot him." But how can you help that family help him?
Right.
Because he did get done that way, okay? People make mistakes every day, but we don't understand that, and we so hateful. I don't know if it'll ever change, D.
Yeah. I mean, it's we got a long way to go. And I'm an advocate. I'll be getting out there and saying stuff and trying to
Girl,
help
you
where I
you better not.
can.
You gonna get out there in a bubble. You better not. No.
But we need.
You can speak up on the internet.
Yep, you can, and that's why we have podcasts like this so we can talk and communicate and network from different states, different areas.
Nique, if it's ever a shooting, I'm trying to tell you.
We
Mm-mm.
gonna be all right, girl.
And
So I'm covered in the Holy Spirit.
don't be right up there shaking Jesus' hand. Cause girl, you always trying to do some like life daring stuff. Like stop. No. Like girl, stop doing that. No.
Okay. Oh,
Just
kill a
internet.
visual, kill a visual, Jesus, kill a visual.
Cause
Okay,
I
so
don't. Uh,
okay, so let's so when it comes to traveling, um, we know traveling and being disabled is very difficult. And I learned this first hands on experience when going to Dallas. Travel can be a whole different adventure when it comes to navigating accessibility. And one of my experiences just recently, I went to Dallas for a weekend of fun girl time. And oh, what a time we had.
at time.
So everything was fine. I was really amazed at how handicap accessible and understanding Tupelo Regional Airport was when it came to placing me on the airplane. I would like to give a shout out to Tupelo Regional Airports, to their staff. I'd like to give a hand clap roll for that. Cause they did a dang good job. And I also would like to thank Dallas Fort Worth airport. They had great staff too. Was for when it came to get me off the airplane and I didn't get injured or dropped, none of my worst fears, because I've never been on a vacation without my family members. But this time I was able to go somewhere without none of my family members and I was just with a friend of mine. And me and her went and enjoyed ourselves. But when we got there and started to travel to the hotel,
Uh-uh. Uh,
that's when That's when a lot of uh-ohs came into play. You literally have to know, I guess, that area, the way transportation is set up. They have transportation to transport people who use wheelchairs. However, there's only if the person can get out of the wheelchair themselves and into the vehicle, or just if they need little assistance. They didn't have a vehicle where I could roll my wheelchair into it with me being in my wheelchair. So me and my friend was like, okay, we're 15-minute walk from the hotel. Why not, right? So we walk and we get there halfway almost to the hotel. But come to find out, we cannot go directly across where we need to go because it's an expressway. So we're like, okay, well, shoot, we just go through the grass and
No.
we'll be there. And then all of a sudden, I get stuck in the grass. Me and my friend are just distraught. We like, oh my God, like, what am I gonna do? Like, take me back to the airport. Like, I'm just so embarrassed.
I'm not
But
getting
we end
nothing.
up calling the fire department, and
No.
the fire department
What?
came and got me unstuck.
No, he not getting them.
And we were able to find another hotel that was closer. That was like really 5 minutes walking distance from the area I got stuck in. And it was a magnificent hotel. Shout out to Virgin Hotels in Dallas, Texas. A wonderful hotel, wonderful staff there. Like everything was great. Food, great. Aesthetics, great. Music, great. Everything was great there. So we ended up having a great time. We rest. We enjoyed our room. We had beautiful views. But like I said, accessibility. When it's time for travel, make sure you do your research. Are there museum are the museums accessible? Museums accessible? Are the hotels equipped? What's the public transportation like? It's like a strategic mission sometimes. But when you get there and you experience those new sights, sounds, and tastes, that's where the lemon drop comes in. The reward of overcoming those logistical hurdles and immersing yourself in something new, it takes it makes the adventure even sweeter. So yeah, that's what I would say. Misha, you there?
I am here.
Okay.
So sorry. This is my everyday life. My kids is don't let me have a moment to myself. But I do feel that. But most normal businesses does or do have ramps and things
hmm
like that. It's feel like, and this is a D, and maybe a D. I think it's the black owns that don't.
Well, people
Because
put in the
if you
comments.
go, so my thing is, I don't know who on it, but this foot place is down the street
Put
from my kid's school. They
put in
got
the
food.
comments. Yeah, they can put in the comments if they have
So,
any moments or anything they want to share with us. They can put in our comments.
so my thing is, like I said, sometimes we're not aware. And so it's our own people. And so it's
Yeah,
our grandmother in the wheelchair, and our grandpa, our sister, our brother, our auntie. And then we get pissed because they got stairs and not a ramp.
right, right,
Because my thing is, hold on, let me see. Just like, you know, the job and family services here, which we call the welfare office because we always name it something else or whatever. They don't have a rent. No, nobody getting no snack. No, snack is over with. Y'all, you didn't come down when I told you to come down and get your snack. It's over with. I told you the time. You got a phone. Y'all, need to edit that out if you can.
we liable. It's all
Gosh.
answering 101, guys.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm
It's
so
all
sorry.
right.
But yeah, I feel like, they don't have one,
Right.
so it's what it is. So that's what I say. In my grandma's community or whatever in Ohio, when she was alive with us, they didn't have a ramp for her.
Right.
Now her bathroom was handicap equipped, but she was to the point to where her hands was turned in, so she couldn't really
Use
use
them herself.
the pull up or anything.
Yeah.
But when I had to get her, with my partner, it's like she had to try to carry the like lift it up and I brought her down the two
Mhm.
steps. Uh, it so happened her caregiver or whatever, he was by himself and she ended up falling over, seizing, then having a stroke. That was her first stroke
Uh-huh.
in her hand. Oh yeah. And that
Mm.
was supposed to be a facility for older people, for
Right.
senior citizens,
Right.
and they didn't have a ramp. They should have ramps all over the place. It shouldn't be no stairs,
Right.
but they didn't. So that's just what it is when it comes to today. Like I feel like it should be a ramp everywhere, somewhere. I need a
Right.
ramp on my house because, listen, I done broke my foot and I hurt my knee so many times. I'm probably need a wheelchair too.
No, now.
You did not break your head.
And I think when we talk about the things we go through and stuff, that really highlights the resilience and problem
No,
solving
he said he broke his head.
that so many people in the disability community possess. It's not just about navigating physical barriers, but also about mental and emotional navigation as well. Because going through incidents where you can't go where you want to go because they got stairs, or your friends are able to go because they can walk up the stairs,
Yeah.
and or you have to change your whole plans around
Exactly.
because it's like you being a party pooper to everybody else when they can go, but you can't. And then they don't want to leave you. So, so it's just about that's when the mental plays a big role. We get around the things that we know is not in our
Mhm.
control and we try to change them. That's why we have people in Jackson, Mississippi right now trying to speak to representatives and congressmen about being disabled and trying to make things more livable for people with disabilities, not just wheelchairs, but people in general. Um, and that's what we want to emphasize. Life on wheels is rich, complex, and vibrant. It's filled with love, laughter, careers, ambition, travel dreams, and yes, the occasional delicious lemon drop. Now, Misha, are we gonna do the style segment or no?
I mean, we can. I got 10 minutes, and so do you.
Yeah, we can do it.
But
Let's see.
I just been so ghetto on here. They gonna be like, she
They
got too much
already
going
hear
on.
you. They already hear you. You keep saying
Oh
they.
Lord,
They
what
hear
they
you.
say? What they saying?
Ain't nobody saying nothing yet, but I'm pretty sure they gonna watch it and say something.
Oh
You
gosh.
talking like you not live. You live, boo.
Oh, I didn't know we was live.
Yeah, we live. It's real, real.
Can you see how my kids been acting?
Girl. That's the life of being a parent, honey. I can try it.
No, that zip that back up. That's not supposed to come out. Come on, let's go. I don't get.
Okay, so we're gonna just do the pit stop. All right, you guys, we're coming up on our final segment, folks. It's time for the pit stop and roll out. This is where we share our takeaways, our action items, and what we're leaving you with for today's conversation. Isha, what's your takeaway? Yeah.
My takeaway is educational purpose. Even though you my friend, I did learn a lot on y'all takeaways and um how you spoke out for um people on wheels
Mhm.
or whatever. and how they feel. I feel like you spoke up and spoke out for them. I think a lot of people appreciate that. So I was really educated because I'll be scared to ask you stuff sometimes, even though we
Don't
talk
even
all
know
the time.
why. I tell you all the
I mean, because
time.
I'm so intrigued because I just feel like damn, it's no excuse for nobody if you can get up every day. But I get that you have help, but okay, take them over there, please. Come on, I'm trying to close out, bro. No, in there. Um, but it's just a lot to learn. I mean, I didn't learn a lot, but it's a lot to learn. And hearing your take on it and your educational take on it to educate me, I feel like that's cool. So my takeaway is I'm going for people on wheels, and I'm say people with a purpose on wheels. That's my take.
Okay, okay, all right. I feel you on that. And for me, it's about celebrating the richness of our lives. We're not defined by our challenges, we're defined by our resilience, our passion, our relationships, and our unwavering spirit. So, my action item for everyone is to challenge your own assumptions. When you encounter someone using a wheelchair, pause for a moment and remember they have a whole world of experiences and perspectives.
Absolutely. All right. So I guess we're gonna close it out. Go ahead, Nick.
And to our listeners who use wheelchairs, keep living your truth and unapologetically. Embrace your style, chase your dreams, and remember that your life is vibrant and full of possibilities. And to our able-bodied listeners, be an ally. Be more importantly, be a friend. See us, see us, hear us, and include us. And maybe, just maybe, next time you're grabbing a snack, try a lemon drop. You might be surprised. So that's a wrap for episode 2 of We'll Talk Podcast. We can't thank you enough for tuning in and being part of our growing community. Remember to follow us on all the things. You can find us on YouTube at We'll Talk Podcast 2025, Instagram and TikTok. We'll Talk Podcast 2025 and at We'll Talk Podcast 25, respectfully. And on Facebook, search for We'll Talk Podcast with Nique and Friends. We love hearing from you, and so we love hearing from you. So drop us your comments, send us your questions, and tell us what you want to hear next. Until next week, keep shining, keep rolling, and keep living your amazing lives. This is Neat. This is Neat.
And this is Meesha. And don't get my people in the wheelchair messed up because they do got some words. Because I teach them how to argue. Quit playing with them. Hello.
So with that being said, signing off from We'll Talk Podcast. Peace.